but there were other things that I needed to do first. But anyways, today we're gonna install some solar panels on my truck. Yes, I'm going solar. So unfortunately our trucks are not that big, there's not a lot of spaces where to mount solar panels, but I saw a few guys had a solar panel on a hood, so that's what I want to do. I want to install a solar panel on my hood. There's few options available, but I went with a LensunSolar, and so let me show you guys what I got. And there you go guys, this is all the stuff that came. First of all, the little box. This is the smart controller. Let's take it out. So as you can see, this is a brand name. So this is a smart controller with a Bluetooth capability, so you can connect your phone to it and monitor all the power consumption going in and out. We're gonna look at all the connections in a little bit once I'm done unboxing everything, but this is very easy. This is gonna go to the solar panel and this is gonna go to the battery. So let's put this on the side and let's open up this big box. All right, and the solar panel is somewhere in there. So it comes with a squeegee, so we can apply the black vinyl to the hood, which is right here, and the solar panel is inside there. So let's open it up. It looks great. I really like it. So let's start doing our installation. The first and most important thing of the installation is preparing the surface. You gotta make sure that your hood is clean. So I'm gonna wash it first, then I'm gonna use Windex to clean it, and after that isopropyl alcohol to clean it one more time. And I'm gonna clean the hood and the back of the solar panel itself before I apply adhesive tape. Just take your time, make sure your hood is clean. I cannot stress it enough. That's the important part and the only hardest part of the installation, to make sure that the surface is clean. And now I'm gonna still clean it one more time with the isopropyl alcohol. And as you can see, the paper towel is clean, so the surface should be clean as well. So now is a little bit tricky part of installing the provided decal to put it on a hood. Technically you don't have to use it. This is just to protect the hood whenever you stick it with a double-sided tape. In case you want to ever peel it off, your paint is still gonna be good on the hood. So technically you don't really need to use it, but I'm gonna use it anyways. I'm gonna try. At least I'm gonna try. If I can install it successfully, then I'm gonna keep it. If not, I'm gonna take it off and just gonna go straight with a double-sided tape, stick it on my hood and just be it as it is. It comes with instruction how to apply it step by step. It's very easy, but it's just a little bit tricky, like I said. So basically you need to soak up the hood with a little bit of soapy water, and then you peel off this decal and you spray some soapy water on it as well, and then you can lay it down on the hood, stretch it out, even it out, and then you can use a provided squeegee to even it all out. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Alright, so I got my soapy water over here, gonna spray the hood, and then gonna start peeling off the decal and spray it, lay it over there, gonna try to even it out, and we'll see. And now let's just lay it on the hood, and let's hope I can still adjust it. Okay, I can move it around right here, and I'm gonna try to even it out right now real quick before it dries up. Gonna get my measuring tape even to mark up the lines. 2.5, almost 2.5. All right, now let's measure the sides. All right, that looks good. So I'm gonna try to get all the air out and just make it flash. And just work your way, getting all the bubbles out while the surface is still wet underneath. Just dry them all out. So now I'm gonna wait for it to dry, gonna clean the surface and gonna measure where exactly the solar panel gonna be, but it's basically about 1 inch on all sides, I believe. Gonna put double stick on the solar panel and put it in place. So now I'm gonna clean this surface as well with alcohol before I clean it with Windex. That way hopefully the tape will stick better. Now they don't provide you with double stick tape, that's something you have to buy yourself, so I picked up some few rolls of double stick tape for extreme outdoor indoor use. Hopefully that's gonna be good enough for it. So now I'm gonna take my time and put it all around at edge, and then I'm gonna put few strips in the middle as well. So just gonna take my time doing that, and I'm gonna show you guys. And just for quick look, over here is the model number, and it's a 100-watt solar panel with up to 21 volts and all the good stuff is over here. So the double stick tape is applied. I bought about 30 feet of this double stick tape and I still have leftovers. I think this should be more than enough. I don't think I need to add more of it. This should be enough. So now I'm just gonna peel off the double stick tape and carefully and hopefully even place it on the hood. That's the important part. So now before I peel off the sticky tape, I'm just gonna put it over here on the hood just to see where exactly it's gonna be. And as you can see, the decal is almost the same size of the solar panel. So in fact, you don't really need it unless you want to protect your hood. But if this solar panel, you're planning to put it on your hood, on your car, and never take it off, just go ahead, do it without decal. Anyways, so now I'm gonna play this couple of times, adjust it to see where exactly it has to be, to set some kind of marks, so I can just lay it like that and be done with that. Trying to be clever over here. I don't know if that's gonna work out or not. So I'm using a painter's tape. I set up the panel where it's gonna be and I sticked it to one side over here so I can open it up like this, like a hinge. Peel off all the red backing of the double-sided tape and then just try to lay it flat like that carefully. That way hopefully I'm still gonna remain where I put it originally, so it's not gonna get shifted or anything. So let's see. I'm able to lift it up, it doesn't move, so now I'm just gonna have to remove all the tape and just lay it down, and hopefully it's still gonna be all right. Just gonna double check before I press it down, but it looks straight and it's pretty much even. It's maybe 1/8 of the inch off, but I'm not gonna go crazy about it. I'm just gonna stick it now and put some weight on top of it so it takes shape of the hood. So now I'm just put a lot of weight on top of a solar panel with a blanket first, just whatever I had handy, because the solar panel is somewhat straight but the hood is curved. So to take the shape of the hood, I'm gonna leave it like that for quite some time, maybe for the rest of a day, and then we're gonna continue. Now to wire it up, it's very easy. We have these two cables coming from the solar panel, which only gonna go to these two terminals. They are both different, so there is no way to mix it up. Just important, connect it to the battery first and then connect it to the solar panel. Now from this smart controller, we have another two wires coming out. This wire with a fuse gonna go directly to the battery. That way our battery is always gonna be charged up and it's never gonna die on us. We also have these two wires. For now I'm gonna tape them all off. This we can actually tie in some lights or some small auxiliary stuff to it, so that's pretty cool. So now I'm gonna work on routing the wires and mounting this in place. Now this kit also came with these zip ties and with these adhesive bases that we can put it under the hood to keep the wire in place, so we may use that as well. Now I'm actually gonna glue with a double stick tape right here. This is a good spot for it. It's away from everything and I can always access it. If I need to, I can just take this cover off and I can always access it, but this is a good spot for it to keep it in here. So now I'm gonna work on organizing all the wires, making all the wires look somewhat nice and then we'll come back to it and I'll show you guys. Alright guys, and as you can see, the cable going from the controller to the battery, I put inside the wire loom all the way the positive, and I put a heat shrink over here, the red, so I know that to just be sure that this is gonna go to the positive and this is gonna go to the negative. So now just gonna tuck the wires nicely somewhat organize all of this, connect it to the battery, secure this over here, and then we can connect our solar panel cables, and that's it. Now we're here to keep the cable in place. I'm actually gonna use one of these guys, or maybe even two, I don't know. I used them before to route my cables for the light bar and stuff, and they come with their own double stick tape. So just gonna put it over here in place. That way the cable is gonna be secured. It's not gonna be, hopefully it's not gonna wobble all over the place. Alright, so now with double stick tape, I'm just gonna glue it over here in place, and that should be good over there. So now I can work with the wires. I can route them nicely or something, and I can connect them to the battery right here. Alright guys, the battery is connected, so the positive goes to the positive and the negative goes to the negative. I also put a wire loom on the negative over here, so all the wires in place. This is secure. Now the last part is just to connect the solar panel. First goes this one, and then goes this one. Very simple. That's it. Now there's multiple benefits of this hood solar panel. One of the things, it should prevent from a hood glare, especially if you have a light bar. I always had the issue that I was getting glare. With this panel, not only you can charge your battery, not only you can connect to some auxiliary stuff, but you can also charge up your power banks and power stations. So that's something I'm actually looking into as well. But as of now, I'm gonna test it, make sure it all works. Right guys, the installation of the hood solar panel is done, and I mean, I may have messed up a couple of steps over there with the vinyl. I kind of forgot that you have to use a heat gun. That's gonna help it out so much better to smoothing it out, but it's done, it's there, and it's not going anywhere. Technically, if you don't really care about your hood and if you want to just put it in there, make sure it stays there forever, you don't really need the vinyl in there at all, but why not? And the installation is very easy, very straightforward. The wiring connection is very easy as well. You just connect two wires from the solar panel and connect the other two wires to the battery. Just make sure you connect the battery first, and then you connect your solar panel, and that's it. So I actually have had it for almost a week already, and it's still there, and it's not peeling off. It stays pretty good. Yes, when I applied everything, I left a lot of weight there for 24 hours just to make sure that it keeps that shape and it sticks there, and as you can see, it's still there.